Hey y'all, it's your girl Brande Patrice, and I'm on the Sitdown at Studio Plug Memphis. And
You always wanna hold me like you hold that chick at your job. You thought I didn't notice.
What it do, word? This you got track with Studio Plug Memphis. We down here again for another one. This is the sit down interview with my girl,
Brande Patrice.
Hey, Brande. Hey, first of all, I appreciate you coming on the show. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for showing up. I'm looking forward to knowing about you and seeing what all you do, because I know you do a lot. But let's see. You are artist. You know what I'm saying? You sing. You know, I see you doing content creation. You know what I'm saying? You marketing yourself. I see you on your shirt, on your jacket. You know what I'm saying? Like what am I missing? Actor? You know what I'm saying? I see you.
Yes, I'm doing it. I'm doing all of that.
What am I missing?
Oh my goodness. Then I'm doing the cookies, the baby cookies. So I'm baking. Oh my goodness. What else I got? I got a reality vlog that's out as well too. Then I have my own streaming service, BPM, Brande Patrice Music.
Hold on, you giving them too much.
I don't know, like it's just so much. I can go on and on.
So let me ask you this. So Brande Patrice, right?
Yeah.
I'm assuming that's your real name.
It is.
Okay. So why you chose to go with your real name and not a nickname like a lot of people do?
I mean, well, I love my name, Brande. Anybody tell you like she loves her name, please call her by her name. But Brande is my name, and then Brande Patrice because most of my family call me Patrice. A lot of people don't call me Brande. Some people just say Patrice. So I'm like, well, let's just do best of both worlds. Brande Patrice. It has a ringer to it, but at first I was just Brande, and then the industry was like, well, we already have a Brande, so I just added the Patrice, and it goes.
Got you. So I know you are R&B singer. Do you rap? Do you do anything else? Or you just pretty much sing?
I rap. I've been rapping for a long time. The R&B, I've always done R&B, but I kind of took a break from R&B and I was rapping. And I did rap, nothing but like a pop rap or a hip hop alternative rap. And then I just came back with the Band-Aid Love with an R&B, but I'm going back to rap in a minute.
So how long you been doing music?
Oh wow. Well, I started off as a producer back in 2006. Really? I went to school for it, so I started studying it and learning it then, and then I started my music recording artist career in 2015. So I'm coming up on my 10 year in May.
Dope. So you went to school to do music?
Yes.
What did you take in school?
Okay, so at first I was going just for music business. So I went to Houston Community College and I got my music business certification. And then after that I started studying engineering. Okay. I did engineering, computer music, and then I went back to Texas Southern, and then I got my bachelor's in entertainment and the recording industry with a concentration in business. So that's how that came about. But I studied theory, finale. Now I'm telling how old, but finale, that's like scoring, writing your music out and stuff like this. So yeah.
Hey.
That's where I be.
let me go and salute you, because I think that's dope. Because you actually went and did some work. You ain't just jump out here and say, oh, I'm just going to try this. No, you put some work in.
I spent a good about 10 years in school studying all of this stuff. So yeah.
So what made you want to do music? Does it run in the family?
Yes, it runs in the family. My family are the Temprees. So if you're familiar with the Temprees, that's my family.
I heard of them.
Memphis on. And then I think just being in music and dance, because I was a dancer, studied ballet, modern jazz, and plus I'm a majorette expert. So it's just music is a part of all of those things. When I went to Houston, Texas, that is, I started studying music, doing the things that I love. Because at first I was an entrepreneurship business major. And then I was like, I already knew that. I knew that before I got here. So there's no need to study that. So then I was like, let me do something that I really want to do and not waste money or time. And that was entertainment.
That's dope. Was it anything particular that happened or something that told you like, I need to go and do this music for real?
Yeah, I was a manager first. I was a manager first of like 3 rappers, and I used to do a lot of events like with Misa, put on college shows, just being a business person more so. Yeah. But then I had a little situation with the artist, and it was kind of like I could do this because most times artists they become ungrateful. They become used to you doing things for them all the time. They become they start leaning on you quite a bit. And then I was like, you know what, I can't do it anymore, but I know I can do this, and I know I will be humble and I will be grateful for the things that come with this. And that day is the day I started doing music, like recording music.
Hey, and that makes a lot of sense because, you know what I'm saying, I kind of did a little homework. I see you out here doing multiple interviews. You performing at big NBA games. Yes. Like, you don't let up. Like, talk to me. Where does that drive come from?
Well, I've been dancing and doing all this stuff since I was like 3 and 4 years old. So right now, it's just a part of me. It's what I do. No matter how old I get, I still have energy. I'm just thankful for, still having that energy, that love, and that passion, because it can fade or die. But mine hasn't. And I just still have the love for music, dance, performing, and it's not hard. It's easy. So it's easy work. It's easy.
That's the spirit. That's the spirit. You know what I'm saying? That positive vibe and feeling like, confidence is everything when you do something creative, right?
It is.
So that's dope. So let me ask you this. What would you call your music style?
I would say more of a hip-hop pop.
Hip-hop
pop, yeah, because it's more of like a street pop. Because it's still kind of like pop on trap beats. Type. Look.
You made me think hip-hop. Not hip-hop.
Yeah, hip-hop. Yeah, so I'm like, yeah, you can say that. It gives you a little Missy Elliott. I like, some people may say I'm reaching. But just kind of like saying like 3 6 Mafia meets Missy Elliott. Or, Miami Slip and Slide meets Memphis. Yeah.
Don't play
y'all
with
it. Yeah.
I like that. So what are some favorite artists that you listen to?
I love Michael Jackson. Okay. It doesn't matter what it is. I love Michael Jackson. Today, but I don't really listen to people from today too much. No offense. Like Michael Jackson, I love Lil' Kim. And then my all-time favorite, MC Hammer. I love that. That's what I grew up on. That was my inspiration. Whitney Houston. And I like Luke. I like Uncle Luke.
Okay.
I'm into that. Like, that's me.
Have you ever seen MJ the Illusionist?
No.
Heard of that? Mm-mm. So I just went to Branson for Christmas.
Okay, Branson. Okay.
They got a show down there called MJ the Illusionist. Mm-hmm. But really what it is a guy that looked like MJ, and he sing and dance and perform all MJ songs.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I know.
It's a pretty good show. I ain't gonna lie. He did a really good job. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
But, I wish I could see the real.
Yeah, I know, right? What's crazy is my wife, when she was younger, her auntie took her to a real Michael Jackson show, and he actually touched her hand. And she's telling me this day, she was like, I ain't washed my hand for like a week.
I bet.
Look, I touched a fake Michael Jackson hand, and I felt like so. So I'm like, I can't imagine how you feel, because I touched a fake Michael Jackson hand, like so.
Oh wow, that's deep. Look, oh wow. I love Michael Jackson.
Are you originally from Memphis?
Yes, I'm from South Memphis.
South Memphis.
Bellevue, Macklemore, Trigg.
Don't play.
That's where I'm from. Right there.
So what do you think of when you think of Memphis music? Like, what do you think of?
When I think of Memphis music, I think of the blues. I think of the greats like Aretha Franklin. I think of Isaac Hayes, people who paved the way. I think of 3 6 Mafia. I think of Project Pat. That's who I think of when I think about Memphis music.
Got you. And what do you think about the current state of Memphis music and how we kind of been impacting and shaping the culture right now?
I think sometimes we can't ever lose that essence because it's in us. Like if you're a real Memphian, you're a native Memphian, it's in you. Regardless of what you're talking about, what you're singing about, that culture is going to forever be in you. But I also feel like it's becoming a little more diverse as well. We have a lot of R&B going on, kind of on the, on the indie scene, a little bit. Mm-hmm. But even within the R&B, you still feel that Memphis edge because it's there. It's in the diction. It's in the production, because the producers here are still in that. They still have that essence. So.
Right. Yeah, that's one thing I love about Memphis is it's like we just really a mecca of talent. Like we got the most talented people here, and it's a shame we ain't got no big like record companies that's stationed down here that's getting all this talent. Cause
I'll be there. I'll be there to get us together.
There we go. It's so much talent here that goes undiscovered. You know what I'm saying? Because like I've had a music studio for 15 years now, and like I've seen so many talented people where I felt like if I had the money, man, I'd put some money behind them.
Right, and I feel the same way too. Even though I am an artist, I still put on artist showcases, things of that nature, and events. And it's some artists I wish I did have the funds to back, or to say, hey, come to Brande Entertainment, I got you. And I know some people right now, they wouldn't even care if I had the money or not. They'll just come on because they trust my values, they trust my qualities, and they trust my business. So, I worked hard for that too. I worked hard for that. But yeah, it's a lot of talent here that will go unseen, but not necessarily unseen, but undiscovered, to the point where something can actually be done. Because to be honest, this is a poverty-stricken city, no matter how much money comes into it.
Right. I agree. Is there any local artist that you want to shout out or work with, or who is on your radar right now here in Memphis?
On my radar, I would have to say Big Hunter.
I'm gonna tell you somebody who really has stood out to me, that like got a really good voice singing.
Okay.
And that's Anthony Q.
Okay.
You familiar with him?
Yes, I shoot his content.
Yeah.
So yes, I am very familiar with Anthony Q.
Yes.
Very driven content creator.
Yeah, he got a really good voice. You know what I'm saying? Like he got a really good voice. It ain't your ordinary. To me, it kind of got that old school classic feel to it. You know?
It's very much Memphis. It's a Memphis sound as well. So
yeah. Got you.
I can't think. And it's so funny. She's a young girl. I can't think. I think like Lil Q, she's on the rise. Like Lil Q is on the rise up. And what is my other girl? I can't think. I just did a whole video and I cannot think. She came on here. I can't even think right now.
On my show?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Glockiana,
okay.
Oh my goodness. Glocky. I was not gonna let it go until I got that out, Glocky.
Don't play. Shout out to Glockiana. Yeah, I like her. I like her personality.
It's the go hard for me. It's the not letting up for me. And that's really what I look for in artists, and even in myself. It's not about so much what you rapping about, singing about. I just want to see if you're not gonna let up. Yeah. And that's really what it's all about. That's really what it's all about now. Not letting up. Not about talent. Not about all that other stuff like it used to be. Simply not letting up is the thing.
And she young too, and she go hard out here.
Yeah.
And like I've been following her for a while, but I had to get on the show because like just how much talent she got. You know what I'm saying? And but before I met her, you know what I'm saying, going by her style, I'm like, man, she finna be a little wild. But then when I met her, I'm talking about she was real sweet. Real sweet and down to
very, very much so. And it's a plus. It's a plus when you're young and coming up in this social media era. That's a plus. Because my era, we was out in the streets selling the CDs out the trunk. And you had to get out there, go to these gas stations, go to these parks, and you out there sitting out there all day until they all sold. But now, you got that social media era where everything is online, it's digital. You don't really have to be outside. You can become a millionaire in your bedroom. You know what I'm saying? So it's being young and being right at the cusp of that right there. You need to win. You got no excuse but to win in that way anyway. I say that.
Right. Speaking of CD, show that CD. Let's talk about this single we got right here.
Yes.
I've been seeing you promoting it, doing videos, doing NBA showcases. Like, you out here working.
Yes.
Band-Aid Love.
Band-Aid Love. It is a Brande Entertainment and Kaylee Da Vinci production. I have 14 versions of this one song on here. Have the pop version, which is the Vogue version. And then you have the bounce version, which gives more of a hip hop New Orleans bounce version. Then we have the EDM version. Then we have acapellas, the piano versions, and so forth and so forth. And Kaylee Da Vinci, he's bringing in the drums, the percussion, the EDM, all of that. And then of course you have me, the strings, the keys, things of that nature, and then the vocals. So this is a collaborative project that is my first one, not my first collab, but it is the first one where I have an artist that's producing and rapping and featuring on my work. So
that's dope. Shout out to Kaylee Da Vinci. That's one of my guys. What is it like being a female artist?
Oh.
Do you get more love or do you have to prove yourself more?
You get more love. I'm being honest. It's other barriers that go with that, but just being a female artist alone, no. You get love. I mean, it depends. I don't really think it depends, but where I am in my career, I feel like I get more love. Now, maybe when I'm trying to go to the next level, maybe getting a little more mainstream, it might be a little hard right there. It may get a little rough right there.
So let's talk about marketing for a second, because one thing I notice a lot of artists struggle with is really pushing themselves, like jumping out of that artist hat and then jumping into that manager role. Yes. But I notice you ain't just pushing your music. You pushing your music, you doing shows, you bundling your CD with t-shirts and posters.
Yes.
Where do you get this ability and vision from?
Well, all of my visions come while I'm writing the music. So I think a lot of times when I'm writing music or when I'm in the booth and I'm performing it, because I call it performing, recording. That's what I call it. But performing the song in the booth is more so like I see the vision. I know what I want. I know the words that I'm using. I'm being mindful of the words that I'm using because I can use that to try to sell different items, different merch, what I'm going to post. Like all of that is going through my head on a natural basis or from a natural standpoint, if I could say that. I've been doing this a long time. As far as marketing goes, I started like building websites back in 2012. So that's where the graphic design come in. That's where the creative parts is, as far as like editing. Now I do Final Cut. Like I do so much and I'm able to do it because I had to do it. At one point in time, I couldn't get anyone to do it. I couldn't get anyone to take my pictures, shoot my music videos, do my covers. So what you supposed to do? You got to learn, bone up, do it yourself. And over the years, I just became better and better and better. Now I do everybody else stuff too. But for the most part, my stuff is done because I can do it. And then that means I'm saving costs.
That's exactly right. And like, that's actually why I do so much now, because I always had the mentality like if anybody in this world can do it, guess what? I can too. I just gotta learn how.
Gotta learn how.
Right.
I still gotta work on marketing a little bit because marketing tactics, they really stay the same, but some things have evolved. And I think once we was doing things a certain way at first, and now we have to learn the new way, even though it's use the same energy, use the same motivation, just gotta do things a little different because everything is digital now and learning the algorithms and all that type of stuff. It's the same thing as being on the street. Though we had algorithms out there, we just didn't call it algorithms. But you had algorithms. You knew what time to go stand out there. You knew what time of day was the best time to go post up and sell your stuff. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. It was more physical then. But if you use your mind now to put that same work ethic and that same algorithm for the streets into the digital, you'll be successful.
And I'm going to tell you what I learned from doing it myself is you don't always know what's going to work. You got to throw things to the wall and see what sticks. Because I've had videos I did where I thought it was the best video ever and it didn't do nothing. I've had videos that I question why I posted it and then they go viral.
Yep, that's how we go through that. We go through that, especially with the music. This in particular is like some of the versions on there are like super seeding, and those are the versions I haven't even done a video for yet. So it's like you never know what you're gonna get, and you never know what's gonna stick. So I always keep an open mind. That's why I try to have an open mind about my music, because the tracks I like, 9 times out of 10, them don't be the ones. The ones I be like, hey, whatever. Those are the ones that blow up, and that's what people want. So keep an open mind, because you never know.
Yeah. Amen. Amen.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me this. Tell me about the actress Brande Patrice.
I'm funny.
Okay.
It's more comedy. I don't try to be, but people just like, go, shoot, action, just do what you do. So when I shoot my music videos, I do add a little acting and things like that into it. But my lifelong dream was to become an actress. I was going to go to NYU for their theater program and all of that. But my mama, she didn't want me to go far away or whatever. And then I went to Texas Southern, joined the theater club and things like this. So I do have a way to perform, and I use my acting and all of that when I'm performing, singing. I do all that. You use all that in the shows and everything. So I'm getting a little bit in there. But now me having a reality vlog is not so much acting, but it does give me a chance to show that other side of me and turn up a little, show you how I can be funny, my regular self, and not have to be so professional all the time. So I'm getting in there. We're sliding it right on in.
Is there any movies out or stage plays that they can check out? If so, what are the names of them?
I'm in a movie, but I wasn't saying anything. I was like a dancer at a basketball game. It's called Out of Bounds. It's on Apple and like a lot of other platforms. I do have some music that was in a series called New Year, New Us by Nina Stacks, where my song Crazy Love is used in her film. Oh my goodness.
Shout out to Nina Stacks.
Yeah.
I've been doing it so long. I've been doing it since she started. That's how long I've been doing it. And I remember when she first started, I knew immediately she was destined to be great. She was back shooting videos and she was super cold with it.
Yeah.
Right? And now she on the big screen shooting movies.
Oh yeah, that's it.
So you know what I'm saying?
That's how it goes.
Salute to Nina. Definitely salute to Nina. What have you learned or experienced as an actor? Is there anything you can tell people at home about what you learned or experienced?
Be prepared for the behind the scenes. I know I enjoy myself in front of the scenes, and I think when I was doing background work for Nick Jr. and Nick at Night, and being behind the scenes, it wasn't that much fun. I ain't gonna be like, y'all, it wasn't fun at all. And then, being able to eat on the set, and then you get hungry again, you have to make sure that food is properly kept. Cause then I had food poisoning, and then you have to know that people smoking and doing all kind of things that you're not used to, so you're inhaling different things. And I remember at that moment I was like, I don't think I want to be an actress anymore. I don't want to do it. But that was me being a background actor, being what they call that, like an extra and things of that nature. So I'm in the midst of God knows what. I'm not in a beautiful trailer, I'm out there with the rest of them, you know what I'm saying? So, but I still love acting, but you just got to be mindful that it's not what you think it is. It's a lot of grind there. It's a lot of standing around waiting. It's a lot of get ready early and wait all day. You just got to be prepared if that's what you want to do. It's levels to it. And that's like the beginning level. It's levels to it though.
Right. Yeah. I did a little acting too. I was in a stage play and I was in a movie that's not out yet. I'm actually in the process. I got to edit the movie. I just got hired to edit the movie that I was actually in. So that's dope. Shout out to Nikita. The movie's called Pika. So y'all be looking out for that. But one thing I learned, this is my first time acting, and I always struggle with anxiety issues, right? So it was really hard just to make myself do this. And I'm glad I did, because I learned so much. And one thing that I learned is you need to memorize these lines.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I honestly, I was doing so much at the time, with everything I got going on, I didn't memorize my lines. And it was so hard when we got on set, because I'm having to do things where I'm having to say my lines, but I'm having to do something in the process. Yeah. And it was so hard to be natural with it, right? It's like I was shooting pool and I'm messing up on my lines. If I get my lines, I ain't even,
you can't cut
looking weird. I can't shoot pool right. So it really made me like, man, you really gotta prepare. This stuff ain't easy as people think.
It's not. And the ones that make it look good and make it look easy, that's why they in that position. And that's why they getting what they get. Cause they make it look so easy. And it's not. It's work.
So look, as a woman, you know, a lot of women be saying things like, you know, what do you bring to the table? But I feel like if I ask you that, you're going to be like, look, I build a table factory. You know what I'm saying? I'll make all the tables because of everything you do, right?
Yeah.
So talk to me about having your own streaming site. How did that come about?
Oh, man. This is something that came to my mind maybe about 3 years ago. Maybe 3 or 4 years ago. It had to be like 4 because it was like about 20. I'm gonna say about 20. That's 2018, 20. I'll give it 4. I give it 4 years. I was thinking about trying to have my own streaming because I was like, man, I'm paying so much for subscriptions, and then on the other side, being an artist, I'm really not making too much money, you know, at that time per stream or whatever. And I'm like, well, if I could just get people to come, and then I started building. I gave it up. I was like, nah, this is too complicated. And then I tried again maybe 2 years later, and I was like, this still, the design I want is not what I wanted. So I was trying to do on Figma. I was trying to do all these other different things, and I'm like, it's still not giving what I want. And like this past December, maybe November, December, I said, you know what? I'm going to be adamant about it. I'm going to go ahead and do this. I'm too smart to not do it. I'm going to do it. And then Spotify took off one of my best-selling albums, and when they did that, that's when there was all the motivation I needed. And that's when I went on and did my streaming service. I finished it. It took me like a week. And I was like, it's over with. Now I'm getting people to sign up, pay the subscription, and just keep it growing and keep growing it. And that's what I'm going to do. And every time I give new music, it's going to be on my streaming service.
That's dope. Period. That's dope. So have you thought about offering that to any other artists that want to put their music on your site?
I thought about that maybe a year ago, because I was like, man, maybe if I link up with some artists, maybe a few artists, and we all have our music on here, maybe that'll drive it even more. But doing that, I think I would most definitely have to get those calculations together, because I don't want to end up like these other platforms where you're not making money, because the whole point of the matter was to make money and get what you deserve.
Right.
But if I'm only charging so much, then I will most definitely have to analyze and think of an efficient and sufficient rate per stream, just like they do, but not to undermine or to undercut the artist, because that's not the point. Unless they just want me to build them their own streaming service.
Right.
Look.
What are your top 5 artists, dead or alive?
Michael Jackson.
That's 1.
Lil Kim.
That's 2.
Marvin Gaye.
That's 3.
MC Hammer.
That's 4.
Whitney Houston.
Whitney Houston, number 5. Let's talk about MC Hammer. What made you throw MC Hammer? I don't feel like I've never heard somebody say top 5 with MC Hammer. But at one time, we can't deny all of us were boss of MC Hammer.
That's right. Too legit to quit.
Right.
He was the first person, like, I love to dance.
Yeah.
But he was the first person I ever seen dance with an insurmountable amount of energy. And it never failed. Every performance, every show, you got your money's worth. Every video that was played, you got your viewing worth. Like, it's like he gave it to you every time. And by looking at him, that inspired me to have dancers. I used to have a 15-piece dance group to back me up. And it doesn't get any better than that. Like, I mean, as a child, looking at this man do this stuff, clothes are flat. It's not even boring. It's nice, it's flashy, it's big, it's nice haircut. I mean, like, it's a presentation. And that was so inspiring to me as a child that really set the tone for my career.
Okay.
Basically.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So look, I got this segment called Shoot Your Shot.
Okay.
Alright. Are you single?
No.
Okay. Well, it's gonna be kind of hard for you. Is there anybody you want to shoot your shot to? If not, since you got somebody right, I ain't trying to get your head bust out here.
Oh no, ain't no heads getting busted.
So if you can't shoot your shot, is there any particular type of guy you like or you go for? If so, give me them characteristics and qualities.
I love, and y'all heard I say like, I love a clean cut man, meaning nice clothing, haircut. He showers. I gotta throw that in there.
So,
He and that's just the grooming part. But also being smart, knowledgeable, and wise. Someone that can teach me things because I am coachable and teachable. You know, I'm always learning. I'm a student forever. And he must be a student as well. I'm not talking about just like in college or anything, but a student of life. Respect his family, me, you know, and street and book smart. And, you know, and love the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like, I gotta pray. We gotta pray. You know,
gotcha.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I ain't saying about no money and stuff. Anybody worry about all that.
Dope.
I'm on my Barbara Walters. You know, I can just sit here all day and answer questions.
I like that. I ain't never heard that one. I like that one.
Okay.
So what can we expect to see from you in the next couple of years?
In the next couple of years, I expect you all to see pure greatness. I'm going to feel like my followers and supporters are going to say, we just knew you were done, but I'm not done. I'm innovative. I plan on doing my inventions, and by the next 2 years, I expect them to be out. I expect everything to be rolling because I've been working on them for a long time. So in the next 2 years, I expect to show my fans and supporters more maturity, but more professionalism and success all in one. So me being a grown woman, come on, grown woman, and also being an entertainer to show you what it looked like from a real point of view. Nothing fictitious, nothing bought, nothing paid for. I wasn't made. You know what I'm saying? Giving you the authentic side of me as well, like right now, but on a more successful level. Look, I'm trying to make sure I got that right. Look, word that right.
That's dope. Tell the people where they can find you, hear your music, get in touch with you, all that.
Yeah. Okay, so y'all already know. You can go to brandepatrice.com. That's the home of the Bad Bees. Everything is there. My biography, music, my link to my streaming service. You can go to bpatricemusic.com and you can sign up and subscribe to the streaming service. It's 24/7 music, all the music, my show mixes, everything is there. And singles under my other name, Brande. All of the other work is there. You can also go to Instagram to the real Brande Patrice. That's the home of the Bad Bees too, because I love Instagram. Shout out. And my YouTube channel. We have the Brande Patrice channel, and I have the Becoming Famous vlog channel. So that's where you're able to watch the reality vlog, even though you can watch it on Brande Patrice. But if you just want to solely be right there, you can solely be right there. And of course, Facebook and, you know, others. But those are my main ones.
Dope. Look, I got to bag back up now because I forgot about these cookies.
Oh, yeah, I didn't mention the cookies. Look,
I love
them on my Betty Crocker. Alright, so I got the Bad Bee cookies. So I have the bougie butter and I have the He Love Me chocolate with pecans. And those names these are my music cookies. Those come from my albums and my singles or whatnot. So the albums have cookie names and flavors and things of that nature. When I was doing the strawberry, it's Texas strawberry. And when I was doing I want to say the banana, I can't remember because I was doing it. I got allergies and I can't do all those. So I'm doing the bougie butter and the He Love Me chocolate with pecans. And they are the top sellers. Like, it was an accident, but I'm here with it. And I've been on DoorDash, all those things. And now I'm selling online. Got me a new little delivery car. Like, you doing it.
You ain't got no chocolate pecan cookies with you?
No, and I said I would bring all my cookies. I said, wait a minute, do I have a bag in the car? I might have the butters in the car. I actually might have the bougie butters in the car. I don't know. I'm gonna look. I ain't gonna say it's that. I'm just looking.
Well, the chocolate pecan, that's my favorite.
Oh, you love chocolate pecan? Now I bake the chocolate pecan like as as it's ordered or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't let that just sit around. Even though they're not gonna sit around, but I don't do that.
Right. Got you. Okay, I'm gonna have to test them cookies out.
Oh, they're good. People be making. Somebody made a commercial and tagged me in. I said, y'all making y'all own stuff about the cookies. I love it. I love it.
Free promotion right there.
Right. I was like, thank you.
Right. Well, you know they good. People making their own commercials.
They making their own commercials.
They bought the cookies and gave you a commercial.
Right. You can't. Hey, look, you can't make this up, y'all. You can't make it up. I love it. And it was an accident. I was just trying to promote the Bad Bee single and threw in the butter cookies with the CD, and that's how it happened.
That's how it be.
It was just for promotional use only, and it grew its own company. I'm telling you, it's been in grocery stores, the libraries here in Memphis, in their cafes. So it just took off.
That's dope. Sometimes God will show you that it don't matter what you do, you can do anything.
Yeah.
And he gonna put his work in it.
That's crazy. My boyfriend, he was like, "You need to be baking them cookies." I was like, "I ain't go to school 10 years to bake no cookies." And I said, "I'm mad. I just spent $100,000 on the education. I'm baking cookies." No. I'm like, no. I'm mad. Look.
It be like that. What you thought you was gonna do might not end up being what you gonna do.
And that's crazy. Yeah. But the good news about that is that he will never fail you. And it'll be something that you can do. And something you don't even have to stress about doing it. It'll be something.
Well, we're gonna have to get that cooking show going.
I know, right? Y'all
gonna get that cooking show. Yeah.
I don't want to be no Betty Crocker, but I'm there.
Look. Any shout outs or anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
Man, I can get some shout outs. I just did the NBA game in Houston, so I would love to give a shout out to the DK High Steppers, the Houston Rockets, and then on my project, I would love to give a shout out to the Brande Entertainment B Academy and Kaylee Da Vinci. Oh my goodness, I would like to give a shout out to my consistent team of photography, which is Jason Porter. Oh my goodness. I have to shout out these people because they have been consistent in my life, and especially in my Memphis part of my life. So yeah, those are the people, and I just want to thank and my confidants, Michael Garvins, people who give me ideas for clothing and hair, Quincy Oliver. It's just so many people. We're not a defined team, but I do have people that I can reach out to and lean on and pull from. So I'm blessed.
That's dope. I got a saying, networking, increase your network.
Yeah.
Right. So you gotta be able to work with people because you can't do everything by yourself. I learned that the hard way.
I have now. I've done it all, but it's a lot. And I'm glad you said that because a lot of times a person like you or a person like me, we have a tendency of we can do things on our own, but we're more successful when we can actually concentrate on one thing or maybe two. We're more successful when we can just focus on what it is that we're trying to do and let other people work the avenues that they're good at, and we all come together as a successful unit, or stay separate. But I know I can go over here for that. I can go over here to you for that, and we'll do. But it allows me to focus so we can win. Yeah. There we go.
Look, I be having so many things to do. I feel like I don't never get a break.
That's how I feel. I feel that way too. It's not so much of a physical movement. It's more of a mental movement and trying to balance. Find balance between the cookies, the music, the reality ball. Then you got the tour, the live, the podcast shows you have to go on. That's promotion. Then the digital promotion, the budget, where the money coming from. So I got a job. So when you start looking at all of those things, it should also kind of humble you, but it should also make you respect the artist or the person that's really trying to pull this off by themselves, But They don't, but it's neither here nor there. It's neither here nor there. But once you start wearing all those hats, you'll see. And if I can take a hat off, put one on, I swear we can win quicker.
I know that's right. I know that's right. So look, before we get out of here, I ask all my guests to come on the show, right?
Mm-hmm.
If I drop this mic down, you gonna give us a little quick performance?
Okay, let me see. What you drop the mic down. What I'm gonna do? Let me see. I can sing,
Okay. Well, check it. We're gonna go in here. I'm gonna drop this mic, and you just gonna hit a few notes for me, if that's cool. But hey, well, I appreciate you coming on the show. I'm your guy Track with Studio Plug Memphis, and this is Brande Patrice.
Yeah.
Right here on the Sit Down. Appreciate you coming out. Salute to you. Hey, I wish you much success for 2025. Keep doing your thing.
Thank you.
We out of here.
Peace.
You always wanna hold me like you hold that chick at your job. You thought I didn't notice when I saw her car parked in your spot. I bet you didn't wanna let her sweat before she got to you. But you always wanna drive me crazy. Boy, what you trying to do? It's a Band-Aid love, Band-Aid love, yeah. Band-Aid love, it don't stick no more. It's a Band-Aid love, Band-Aid love, it's over now, it don't work no more. It's a Band-Aid love, Band-Aid love, Band-Aid love, it don't stick no more. It's a Band-Aid.